everyone. Welcome to ABC Interactive English. This is Karen.
And I'm Matt. Today we're talking about part 1 of Desmond Tutu, A Voice for Change.
Matt, so when you say a voice for change, what does that mean?
Someone who speaks out about maybe a problem that they see in the world and hopes to change that in some way or change people's opinions about this problem.
So when they're speaking out, so are they speaking like to the general public?
Yeah, I think it's usually a voice for change would be someone who's speaking to everyone, using their influence or any way they can to speak to to try and speak to as many people as they can.
Like making speeches and stuff, right? So the one person that I can think of right now is Martin Luther King. He was definitely a voice for change as well, right?
Yes, he was. He spoke about issues in the United States, about issues with race and how people were being kept separate, and he helped to make a change.
That's right, and bring equality to the society. So a lot of people are really grateful for what he did, right?
That's right.
So the person we're talking about today, Desmond Tutu, he was also a voice for change, and I can't wait to learn more about this hero. Okay, let's go.
In December 2020, the world lost a great leader to cancer. Archbishop Desmond Tutu was a powerful force in South Africa's fight against apartheid. He was also a big supporter of human rights.
So we're looking at part 1 of Desmond Tutu, A Voice for Change today, Matt, right?
That's right. So Desmond Tutu was a powerful voice for change. So what does that mean to be a voice for change?
Well, voice is actually our first vocabulary word, and that is a noun. So voice basically just means the sound that comes out of your mouth when you're speaking or when you're singing. So for example, if I'm singing and then you can say, "Oh, you have a beautiful voice," and I'll say thank you. Okay, so let's continue today's article, okay? So we're talking about a voice for change. So he's someone that has been using his voice to make a change in the society, right? In December 2020, the world lost a great leader to cancer. That sounds really, really sad. So the world lost a great leader to cancer. What does that mean?
So it means that when we say that we lost someone, it means that they passed away. They died. They're no longer with us. So in this case, we're talking about that we lost him to cancer.
So that means he had cancer, right?
That's right. So cancer is our next vocabulary word. And cancer is a disease. And it's a disease when the bad cells in a body stop the good cells from doing what they're supposed to do, and a person can get very sick from this disease.
That's right, and sadly, right now we don't have any cure for cancer, and a lot of times you have to go through chemotherapy, radiation to help you with your cancer. But, you know, the medication that's so strong sometimes can make you lose your hair as well.
That's right, it's very hard.
Okay.
Archbishop Desmond Tutu was a powerful force in South Africa's fight against apartheid.
So archbishop, that is a noun. So basically, a bishop is a priest of high rank who is in charge of the priests of lower rank in a particular area. An archbishop is a bishop of the highest rank who is in charge of churches and other bishops in a particular large area. Bishop.
Okay, yeah. So an archbishop is higher ranking than a bishop, and bishop's higher than a priest.
That's right.
Okay. So our next vocabulary word is force. So in this case, a force is a power or something that is strong in a certain area. So in this case, he was a force against apartheid in South Africa. So he was something that's strong in fighting against that.
Apartheid is our next vocabulary word, and that is a noun. So it basically means a political system in which people of different races are separated in the past in South Africa, which classified all South Africans as either Bantu, all black Africans, colored, those of mixed race, or white. A fourth category, Asian. like Indian or Pakistani was later added. So basically what it means is that you're treating people not equally. And because of the color of their skin, because of their race, because of where they come from, and which is really, really unfair.
That is very unfair. So he was also a big supporter of human rights.
That's right.
Okay.
So supporter, that is a noun. So supporter basically just means that you agree with certain idea or you approve of certain idea. So he approves the idea of human rights. So he was a big supporter of that.
And human rights are things like your right to live and have food and things like that, or your right to express your opinion.
That's right. The right to vote.
Your right to work.
Exactly. So I think he's talking about something really serious, but also very important for humankind.
That's right.
Well, let's take a short break and we'll be back to learn more.
As a young adult, Tutu was a teacher and taught high school for 3 years. Then the government changed the education system for black students. Tutu thought it wasn't fair, and to show that, he quit. However, Tutu wanted to keep serving people and society, so he became a priest in the Anglican Church.
Welcome back. We're continuing to talk about Desmond Tutu and the things he did to help fight against apartheid in South Africa.
That's right. As a young adult, Tutu was a teacher and taught high school for 3 years. Then the government changed the education system for black students. Wow, okay. So he was actually teaching in a high school, right?
So he was teaching there until the government made some changes. So the government is a vocabulary word and it's a noun. The government are the people or the people that are in power and make the decisions for a country or even a city or even a town. So, for example, the government in a city might be represented by the mayor, and the highest position in government in Taiwan would be the president of Taiwan.
That's right, and they make the big decisions for our country, for the better, right?
Hopefully for the better, but it looks like in this case, Desmond Tutu did not think it was for the better. Tutu thought it wasn't fair, and to show that, he quit.
So to be something that wasn't fair, that means not equal, right?
That's right,
And to show that he quit. Quit is our next vocabulary word, and that is a verb. So to quit something means you stop doing it. So he thought it was not right. He didn't want to participate in this anymore, so he stopped teaching, right?
That's right.
And so, for example, if you have a job and you really don't like the job, either maybe the job is really boring or really stressful, then you can say, I quit. That means you don't want to do it anymore.
You don't like it, you just go into the boss's office and you go, I quit, and throw your work on the ground.
Well, of course, try your best before you quit, right? Okay.
However, Tutu wanted to keep serving people and society. So he became a priest in the Anglican Church.
Well, Tutu certainly sounds like a really, really kind person. Well, he wanted to serve people and society. Serve is actually our next vocabulary word, and that is a verb. So in our sentence today, it actually means to be useful or helpful to someone. So by serving the people and society, that means he's being useful or helpful to the society and the people in our society, right? Doing something nice, doing something kind, helping the community.
That's right, and he felt he was doing this by becoming a priest. So a priest is the next vocabulary word, and that is a noun. So a priest is a person who works in a church to teach the people that come to the church about what the church is teaching. So essentially things about God and about their religion. The priest is the teacher of that.
That's right.
And as we mentioned, Desmond Tutu was a priest in the Anglican Church.
What's Anglican Church?
So an Anglican Church is one kind of church, and it originated in England. That's why you see the beginning Anglican sounds a little bit like England.
Ah, I see. Okay, but we're talking about serving the society and people. So how can we serve, people and society? Or how do people usually do that?
There's a lot of ways to help to serve your society. One way, some people would like to go into the government or try to make changes by doing political things in government.
That's right. Or maybe they can do charity work too to help people who are in need, right?
That's right. That's another great way to help serve the people and the society around you.
Wow. So it sounds like Desmond Tutu is certainly a really, really nice person who wanted to make a lot of great changes for the society, and that is why he is remembered by so many, right?
That's right.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, but we'll certainly be back to learn more about Desmond Tutu.
I hope to learn more.
In December 2020, the world lost a great leader to cancer. Archbishop Desmond Tutu was a powerful force in South Africa's fight against apartheid. He was also a big supporter of human rights. As a young adult, Tutu was a teacher and taught high school for 3 years. Then the government changed the education system for black students. Tutu thought it wasn't fair, and to show that, he quit. However, Tutu wanted to keep serving people and society, so he became a priest in the Anglican Church.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这一课的重点单字。第一个 cancer 名词，癌症。Amanda's father died of lung cancer. Amanda 的爸爸死于肺癌。Lung 就是肺脏，肺。Lung cancer 就是肺癌哦。下一个单字 government 名词，政府。Why don't people trust their government anymore? 为什么人民不再相信他们的政府了呢？下一个单字 serve 动词，服务，效力。My brother has served in the army for 10 years. 我哥哥在军队服役10年了。最后一个单字 priest 名词，神职人员。The new priest will lead the church service. 新来的牧师会带领教堂的礼拜仪式。接着我们来看一下重点文法。第一个 lose somebody to something， 某人死于某一种疾病。字面上的意思是因为某疾病而失去某人，也就是说某人死于某一种疾病咯。我们来看一下这个例句。Many people lost their family members to COVID-19. 许多人的家属死于新冠肺炎。下一个文法，我们来整理一下 as 的用法。as 可以当介系词，也可以当连接词来使用。那我们当介系词的时候呢，可以表示作为或者是以什么的身份。我们来看一下下面这个例句。As a student, you should study hard. 身为一个学生，你应该要认真念书。那么当连接词使用的时候，它有2个意思，一个是像如同，另外一个意思是当什么的时候。我们先来看一下第一个用法，像如同这个用法。As I was just saying, I think we have to cancel the meeting. 正如我刚刚所说的，我认为我们必须取消那场会议。那么当另外一个用法当什么的时候，我们来看一下这个例句。I saw Mike and his new girlfriend as I was leaving the store. 当我离开那间商店时，我看到了 Mike 和他的新女友。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Fenglin Honeybee Ecology Center is in Fenglin Township, Hualien. The center hopes to teach people about bees and honey. The first floor has a gift shop. It sells honey and other bee items. You can also learn how to tell real honey from fake. The second floor has an education center. This floor teaches people about bee science. There is also a booking-only honey soap DIY Center. To learn about the world of bees, visit Fenglin Honeybee Ecology Center.
See you next time.